It's time for Portland Wrestling 2000s. Now, here he is, your number one host, Frank Culbertson.
Hey, wrestling fans, it's Frank Culbertson. Thanks for joining me once again here on the Portland Wrestling 2000s YouTube channel. Hey, be sure to subscribe and like so you don't miss a moment of great Portland Wrestling 2000s action. And another great match for you tonight. We've got Psydsho of the Dark Carnival versus JD Bishop, Big Ugly, if you will, of the Cartel in one-on-one action of two big men in Portland Wrestling going head-to-head. And once again, it's at the Gresham Armory, not at Cleaver Armory. And that's because 10 days before this, the National Guard was coming back from working Hurricane Katrina, and suddenly Cleaver Armory was not available. So we had 10 days to find all the television lights, get everything set up, get the chairs and everything that we needed for the Armory in Gresham. But we were able to do it, and everybody worked hard, and we had a great night of professional wrestling. So as I mentioned, it's Psydsho, and Don Coss joins me on commentary, and this might be the best Don Coss joining me on commentary ever. He has some classic lines here. Psydsho is usually joined by Buzz Anderson and Little Nasty Boy, or as we called him, the Ringmaster. But he wasn't there because he had been injured by Exile, and so he was in the hospital, and Don Coss talks about his thumb that he used as a weapon and comparing it to Rip Oliver. Classic throwback to Portland Wrestling Don Owens days. And JD Bishop, Big Ugly, I can't say enough about him. Whether he is in singles or tag teams, just an ultimate professional, able to do anything in the ring that you ask him to. And sometimes we had guys that we kept in tag teams because they weren't great singles wrestlers. But that's not the case with either Vinny Massaro or Big Ugly. Both of them were excellent as singles or as tag team. And as a Cartel, just phenomenal. In fact, we're going to start off with a Cartel interview by Derek Drexel, who, long before he was the Devil, Derek Drexel. And it's the Cartel, Derek Drexel and Vinny Massaro and Big Ugly. And then we go to the ring for Psydsho versus JD Bishop.
Portland Wrestling fans, I'm Derek from the Buckhead Show, here with the Cartel, Vinny Ugly. Tonight, you've got Psydsho.
You know, tonight, Portland Pro Wrestling, I drew the hat of wrestling Psydsho in a singles match. Now, Psydsho, I've watched you since I've been here. I've been watching the way you love pain, the way you're crazy, the way you're insane. And you know what? It kind of fires me up. I'm looking forward to wrestling you, Psydsho. But besides that, I heard what the Blanchards were saying about me and Vinny and all the other tag teams here in Portland Pro Wrestling. Well, gentlemen, in 2 weeks, we have you guys in a title match. And believe me, we're putting all friendships aside. You guys are definitely the best tag team in Portland Wrestling, and we have nothing but respect for you. But in 2 weeks, gentlemen, the titles are coming home with the Cartel.
Well, you got Psydsho tonight, but one person that's not going to be out at ringside is the Ringmaster because of Exile from Team Hell. He got the big spear a couple weeks ago, and Vinny, you know how that feels.
You know, I've felt the Exile spear. Big stinking deal. Well, that's not important right now. What's important are the tag team titles. You know, people come up to me and say, oh, Vinny Massaro, you wrestled many wrestlers. But you know what? We don't have the Portland Wrestling tag team titles. And yes, Blanchards, you guys, you know, everyone knows we're friends and everything like that. But when it comes to tag team titles, we have no friends. You understand that?
I completely understand.
A prossima volta, che io ti vedo in mezza strada, ti dai un pugno, ti spacca a faccia, i padri, i figli spirosando, tu facchino, ti basta merda.
Okay.
Mi capisci?
I capiche. All right, well, let's get down to the... No, not at all.
Say it in Italian.
I don't know how to say it in Italian.
Affanculo, pezzi di merda!
Good try, though, brother.
Pezzi di minchia!
Step up here.
All right.
Finish your interview there.
Let's go to the ring. It's Big Ugly versus Psydsho.
Coming home. They're coming home.
Schifo!
This next match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first at 220 pounds from the dark side of the tent, Psydsho! His opponent from the Cartel at 250 pounds, Big Ugly!
Wrestling fans, we are back. It is our second match of the evening. Terrific lineup of action all up and down the card, as every week here on Portland Wrestling. Right now, it is Psydsho from the Dark Carnival with J.D. Bishop, Big Ugly of the Cartel. I am joined by a member, the head of the board of directors, Don Coss. Don, this is going to be a terrific matchup that you have sanctioned.
Oh, you better believe it. It's going to be Portland Wrestling at its best.
Absolutely, fans. This matchup being brought to you by Jer Bears Adjustable Beds out McLaughlin. I'm not sure if both these men, either of them, they're going to need some sort of adjustment after tonight.
Well, attitude and nothing else.
Mysteriously absent from the ring is the ringmaster, who Psydsho has brought with him, who has taken them and Buzz Anderson to the Pacific Northwest Heavyweight title. But if you saw the ringmaster speared by Exile on Portland Wrestling, you'll know that he got hit. It looked like a Mack truck, Don. He has been in the hospital. He is still in traction. Broke 3 ribs, suffering some numbness in his arms. I understand he's thinking that he's got numbness still in his thumb. He's going to have to keep that thumb taped, he said, a little bit longer.
It's the old Rip Oliver Rouge. I know they're still looking for the license number of that truck. I see Mark Watson doing the referee honors in this particular match.
Absolutely, ref. Iron Man of the Northwest. He has reffed well over 1,000 matches. He knows what's happening in the ring. The wrestlers try to pull the wool over his eyes sometimes. Mark usually catches them, but being a referee in professional wrestling, one tough job.
Oh, you got to have eyes in the back of your head. You know, this is a pretty evenly matched between these two guys here, Frank, because Psydsho is, I mean, he could just as easily be Big Ugly. And Big Ugly could just as easily be Psydsho.
Absolutely. Now Psydsho just backing in the corner, asking to be chopped by Big Ugly. We have noticed a real tendency by Psydsho just to love to absorb punishment. We've seen the ringmaster whip him in his interviews to give him, I understand, pleasure. Psydsho just takes tremendous whippings. Big Ugly not sure what to do now. He's outside the ring.
No, he's given Psydsho everything that he can, and Psydsho loves it. I think it's kind of one of these sick things.
I believe that there's a lot of expressions that we could give Psydsho. Sick is one of them. You look at the man, the tattoos that he has, the tattoos from his ears, on his body, one sick individual right now. But sick is Big Ugly. Look, he was going for the bite, now he's just pulling away on the eyes of Psydsho.
Yeah, he took a rake across the face and really kind of enjoyed it. And the Big Ugly is just really getting ugly all over Psydsho, and Psydsho to bring it on.
Absolutely. The Cartel knows how to take the rules and stretch them right to the limit, breaking at the count of 4.5 by referee Mark Watson. The Cartel really means business. We know that they have signed for a tag team championship match in 2 weeks against the Blanchard. The Blanchards proving to be fighting champions, Don, just winning the titles last week against Aaron Idle and Scotty Mack in a decision held up by the board of directors. They already put the titles on the line. That'll be a great matchup. The Blanchards versus Cartel.
Oh, that's good. I'll tell you, it's just part of the excitement of Portland Wrestling.
Every match could be a main event. Look at the height that Big Ugly got on the backdrop by Psydsho. Now a body slam. Psydsho, a big man himself. Oh, and a headbutt right on Big Ugly. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, that took it right out of me. He's going against the ropes now.
He stopped.
And Psydsho just collapsed.
I think the headbutt did more to Psydsho than it did to Big Ugly.
Yeah, he ended up giving himself a headbutt.
Fans, don't forget our next TV taping, November 12th, back at Cleveland National Guard Armory. Our 2-year anniversary extravaganza. It is going to be a terrific card, already being signed by the board of directors. More matches to come. We'll keep telling you about them here on Portland Wrestling, brought to you by Comcast CNW 14.
We can't tell you everything because we are really planning some very exciting and surprising things for that second anniversary.
And Don, as we tell fans, you need to get out to the Armory, see the matches in person. Not only is it a great environment, not everything that happens you get to see on TV, Don.
Oh, no. But you see it here, live and in person. At the sights, the sounds, the aromas, you got it all.
Absolutely. Don, we've been talking about Dr. Luther and that he is undergoing some psychiatric treatment. The board of directors, I understand, not going to allow him back until he gets medical clearance.
That's right.
Mentally and physically.
That's right. We can't take the chance. He can't take the chance because being hurt physically is one thing, but being hurt mentally and emotionally, that's you got to be careful with that.
Absolutely. Coming up next in our main event of the evening, Damon Scythe versus Dante. Without Dr. Luther's guidance here tonight, I'm not sure how Dante will fare. Dante's a terrific wrestler. He can fly from all angles. It doesn't matter whether he's coming off a 12-foot steel cage. He's a competitor, but without Dr. Luther there giving him some advice, we'll see how that turns out.
It's going to be excitement definitely in the air on that. That Sideshow goes right up against that turnbuckle, and his knee is hurting.
Well, you can see that that Sideshow misses the ringmaster at ringside, who's been telling him encouragement, telling him moves, setting up some strategies. Sideshow, as we know, before the ringmaster came, went through a series of defeats. Ringmaster took him to the top. Sideshow now in trouble. Big Ugly going to work on that knee. Sideshow's shoulders down. He was able to get him up. Sideshow now being pounded in the knee by Big Ugly.
Well, Sideshow loves pain. He must be ecstatic right now. It's the hit me, hurt me.
That's right. He is, as we would say, tattooing, Captain Jax would tell you, tattooing the knee of Sideshow.
He's not really Sideshow, he's Psycho.
That is right. Fans, great action here on CNW 14, Portland Wrestling 4 times a week. Now Big Ugly, he's really got the leg bent over. You can see he's putting the pressure on, really applying. But Sideshow he's smiling. He's laughing in the ring. He really does appear to be enjoying this, Don.
He is actually enjoying this pain, and yet his leg is twisted back in a manner that legs are meant to be twisted.
Well, we know that Big Ugly can do a lot of submission moves, and he's great at working on legs, working on arms, and putting them in submission-type moves where the man will have to tap out. He is able to come at you from all angles. We saw him do a moonsault his last match in the ring. For a big man, he can fly, Don Coss.
Look at this. He's wrapping up, Big Ugly's wrapping up Sideshow's leg around that rope.
Now he's just bringing him back into the ring for more punishment, I understand. Now raking his eyes right across those ropes. Oh, my goodness. But look at Sideshow. He is in a lot of trouble there, Don.
You know, right now, he actually might not be enjoying this right now. The smile came off of his face.
Well, you watch the Cartel, whether it's Vinny Massaro or Big Ugly, and the Blanchards, for that, to keep those titles, are going to have to be at the top of their game. This is one tough team from California. They've won titles all over, whether it's in Mexico, over in Japan, I know. A very successful team. Sideshow now, that knee, that was a great strategy by Big Ugly, working on it, not able to do a suplex.
He took the strength right out of that knee and right out of that leg, and he's going right back to work on it.
He is. This is a submission-type move, because you can look how far he has bent that leg over. Big Ugly, he is pounding. Oh, ring the bell. Sideshow pounding in pain. He has submitted to it, Don.
Well, you know, he was submitting to it, but it looked like he still had a smile on his face. I don't think that.
By submission.
It looked more like a smile than a grimace.
You look at him.
Look at him.
He's laughing in the ring, Don Coss. He just lost the match by painful submission, and Big Ugly going back to work on it, and Sideshow, he's just laughing.
Yeah.
Oh, this is one sick individual.
we got to get him in for treatment real fast.
What a terrific matchup. And Sideshow, we had been doing a gimmick where he liked pain, and as Don Coss says, we need to get him some help right away. Excellent closing line by Don Coss. Spectacular match. 2 big guys. Usually Big Ugly was working with some smaller guys usually, as we had a lot of smaller guys in Portland wrestling. But here he's working with the bigger man, Sideshow, and both of them worked really, really hard. And we appreciate both of what they did for us in Portland wrestling. Well, I just wanted to get this match out there real quickly. Hope you enjoy it. As we say, that's wrestling. Wrestling the way it should be.